Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and to your new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. So this reading is going to be for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doing it slightly differently this time. We're going to look at what it is that you are attracting, what it is you need to release, what is your guidance at this time, and then we'll get some tarot messages and we'll clarify further. This one's going to be a little bit more extensive because this is a powerful one, okay? So that's why I wanted to go a little bit deeper this time around. So in order to save time, I've already pulled the oracle cards and then we can jump into the tarot. So let's get into your messages without further ado. So fire signs, in terms of what it is that you're needing to release, first and foremost, you have Masquerade from the Dark Mirror deck. Honestly, what I'm getting from this is like, it's not even about facades or personas or putting on an act or wearing a mask. I feel like this is literally the shedding of old skin. I feel like this is literally removing the veil, right? Almost like when the baby comes out of the birth canal, they usually have some kind of veil over their eyes that gets, you know, removed, or it just falls away, right? Babies are born unable to see. And I feel like that's what's kind of happening for you right now. It's that kind of energy where you are being birthed, you're going through a rebirth, and right now you still have the veil over your eyes, but soon you're gonna have to remove it. You're gonna have to come forward in this new expression of yourself. You're going to have to look at your new reality. You're going to have to embrace it as it now stands, because I feel like as you are going through this powerful change, your reality is also going through a powerful change. It is mirroring what's taking place within you. So it's important now that you remove the blindfold from your eyes, you remove the veil and see things clearly as they currently stand. Because there are some things that you're going to have to change at this point, as it no longer aligns to who you currently are. So very interesting. All right, let's have a look at what it is you are attracting at this time. So you have a consciousness of lack in reverse from the quantum oracle, which is awesome. So again, this is what I'm talking about. It's like you're letting go of that old expression of yourself, that version of you that would be self-critical, that would doubt your ability to succeed, to be wealthy, to be happy, to be loved, feeling unworthy on some level, feeling like you can never obtain what it is that you desire most, not being good enough, not being clever enough, pretty enough, attractive enough, smart enough, wise enough, whatever it is, right? All of those things that you told yourself, that you allowed yourself to believe about yourself. I feel like all of that is being shed. I feel like more than that, it's a case of having a complete switch of perception, a complete switch in mentality, feeling very differently about yourself as well. I feel like you're starting to truly value who you are as a person. And because of that, because you finally started to really love yourself, I mean, bearing in mind this is just the beginning stages of this, but because you truly are starting to love yourself, I feel like your heart space in general is going through a huge healing. I mean, it's so profound and ascendant. I feel like it's just happening without you even really being consciously aware of it, right? It's just something that's kind of unfolding naturally. Imagine like a flower that is in bloom, right? And you don't see it, that it's slowly opening up. It's just, you only notice it day by day. It starts to look different. It looks more open. But you're not able to watch the process millisecond by millisecond unless you have a time lapse of it, right? So that's what I'm getting for you here, that your heart is opening up on this time lapse sort of scale. And more with time, you'll start to see that. It won't be clear straight off the bat that that's happening, but you will start to feel the change. And I feel like as you start to open up again, as you start to being more present, more aware, more open, receptive, giving, loving, nurturing to yourself and others, you're going to start attracting that in return. So that is awesome. All right, I'm liking that. And then in terms of the guidance from the divine, you have new moon in Aries from the Moonology deck. It's time to take action. So fire signs, this is your energy. Yes, it is associated with Aries because Aries is a cardinal sign, very much an initiator, an assertive sign, someone who starts things, that has a lot of creative potential. So I feel like that's what you're being encouraged to do at this time, to tap into your creative potential. You have so much more to give than you even know. You have a vast amount of infinite resource in the form of inspiration, creativity, in the form of energy, right? You may not feel like that a lot of the time, especially if, you know, you're in the northern hemisphere and it's winter now. You know, it makes you want to just stay in and curl up and, you know, just chill most of the time. But I feel like you are being encouraged to take action here in some shape or form when it comes to specific areas of your life. Again, there are changes that are required at this time, adjustments. I feel like your lifestyle is going to have an overhaul as well in order for your day-to-day to be more aligned to who you are becoming, right? So I do feel like your daily routine is going to go through a massive overhaul through this new moon transit, right? That's going to highlight certain areas where perhaps, you know, new habits need to be formed and old habits need to die. Okay, cool. So let's keep going and we'll get into the tarot messages now. So I'm using the beautiful creatures, and then I'm actually going to provide clarification with the Tarot de la Nuit. So let's see what you get. First cut out, Queen of Cups in reverse, Cancerian energy. That could mean something to you guys. Transformation in reverse, that's Scorpio. Okay, so strong water energy coming in for you. You may have water placements, or you could be interconnected with a water sign at this time. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yeah, this is again speaking of what's happening internally and how that is going to impact your connections externally, your day-to-day, your work, everything. Every area of your life is going to be deeply impacted by what you do now. So this is a very crucial time for you, fire signs. If you want to bring about some powerful positive changes in your life, now is the time to do so. Use this energy of the new moon, Sagittarius, of the solar eclipse, right, to bring about powerful change within yourself and within your environment as well. Because I do feel that, again, your heart space is coming back online. There may even be a bit of emotional outpour coming up, right? Just to release any residual energy from past cycles so that you don't have any clutter there. So there is nothing that is casting a shadow over this gorgeous energy that's about to enter your life. Because honestly, I do feel that you are going through a deep healing, you know, in terms of what's happening emotionally. And I feel like as such that could be mirrored in a connection, possibly with a water sign, either a Scorpio or a Cancer. You may be connected with someone who's mirroring you in a lot of ways. I do see that. We have a masculine and a feminine energy here, both in reverse, both very much connected with the heart, with feelings of lack. So I feel like there may be a mirroring taking place between you and another at this time. You're both going through a similar process. I do feel like as well that with this transformation card, which is essentially the death card, right? It's showing you that if you want things to change in your life, you have to seize the energy while it's present. You have to take action. The universe will meet you halfway, but it cannot force you to meet it. You have to go willingly, okay? That is where free will comes in. A lot of people think that free will means we can do whatever we want, however we want, and it will go our way. No. It's about knowing when to take action, what action you can take, and knowing that there's always a choice, okay? You don't have to make these changes, but the energy is present for you to do so and for it to be successful. So if you want to, now is the time to take action. It's knowing when to follow the signs, right? So that you're putting yourself in the best possible, oh my gosh, can I speak? The best possible position at a really poignant time in your life, okay? So timing seems to be a factor here for you guys as well. With the Three of Pentacles to the Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is really speaking of, you know what it is that you need to do. You know what it is that you want. You just have to remove the blindfold. There's clearly a foundation you want to build here. And the Three of Pentacles, that is a card of teamwork. That is camaraderie. That is partnership. You don't do this by yourself, right? This is about working as a unit for a common objective, for a common goal, right? To create success, stability, a foundation, to build a legacy upon, okay? You don't get to the Ten of Pentacles without getting to the three first, right? So this is about possibly you and another coming together to build a legacy, to build a foundation. This could be in work, relationships, family, friendships. It could be just about any area of your life. This could be even like a support group where you encourage each other to make these powerful changes, right? You could be even forming like a group where you encourage each other to go to the gym or something like that. You have a gym buddy, or you know, you celebrate your wins with other business owners and things like that, you know, right? It could be something of that nature. But I see this is about, you know, having encouraging individuals in your life at this time is going to be so important. If you find yourself surrounded by people who are naysaying, that doubt you, that have you second guessing yourself, that kind of have you pulling back into this energy, then you know where a change is needed, okay? Because right now, you cannot afford to have negative influences in your life, not when you're going through such a significant rebirth and you're making powerful positive changes, right? You need everything in your environment to reinforce the positivity right now. So if you've got people in your environment that's constantly trying to bring your vibration down, you need to address that, okay? And then with, like I said, the Two of Swords in reverse, it's about doing what needs to be done, the hard graft, making the tough decisions, because you've been avoiding it. I can see that clear as day here. Fire signs, you've been avoiding having to make the tough decisions, okay? The judgment calls. But now you know it's time. Amazing. I split the deck and look, Knight of Swords and Queen of Wands, that's Gemini and Aries energy, so that could mean something to you as well. But you see, this would represent cutting out karmics, cutting out people who only take and do not want to give. This would represent people who are surface level, that are all about themselves, that only care about the finer things in life, right? It's pretty shallow energy, to be honest with you, right? The Queen of Wands doesn't have to be that negative, right? The Queen of Wands can be a very powerful and positive energy, but I feel like in terms of what we're discussing, right? And bearing in mind I don't have reversals in this particular deck, this would be the equivalent of the Queen of Wands in reverse. So definitely cutting out karmics as well, I feel, okay? So this could even be involving, you know, people who are not really friends, people who are supposedly family members who never have a kind word to say to you or never uplift you or support you. This can be ex-partners, lovers who just drain you energetically, right? But whatever it is, there's clearly some connections here that need to be cut and others that need to be strengthened, okay? But let's see, let's keep going. So clarify the Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, so that's Libra energy, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you may have even had a bit of a dispute or falling out, or there was some kind of situation, possibly with, you know, a Cancerian, a Libra, or a Scorpio, whereby there was a lot of disappointment. There was grief here even, to the point where maybe if you were dealing with a feminine energy, or if you are the one that's in the feminine, I feel like whoever is in their feminine energy at this time, they were really grieving something here when it comes to the connection. They felt like the other person was being cold, distant, that they were not showing up, they were not emotionally available, that they weren't giving, that they had no love for them at all, right? That's how the feminine perceived the situation based on the behavior of the masculine. But what the feminine didn't know is that the masculine was having their own battles, their own struggles, right? That's why they didn't see this. This is why they didn't see, you know, this more positive, loving, nurturing side to them. But they want this, right? And I feel like with the Three of Cups energy, that is the two of you coming back together to address this. Because I feel like the masculine went cold, so the feminine went cold. And then the masculine noticed that, and then they felt unloved. And then they felt that maybe they weren't worthy, you know? So it's kind of like you fed each other's insecurities based on the fact that you weren't showing up enough for yourselves. But that's now changing. I feel like both of you are doing that now. And as such, it's both helping you to realize, like, oh, we have something potentially very powerful here. Let me take a look at this, okay? But I do see the two of you being on much better terms. I do see love being brought into the situation again. So let's clarify the transformation card. So you could even, one of your manifestations at this time could be, yeah, healing a connection here. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, perfect timing for it as well. So there could have been some kind of falling out that happened possibly in Scorpio season, and now in Sagittarius season, you're feeling that not only the desire, but the necessity of taking action on this, to heal it, to rectify it, to do something about the situation. Funnily enough, you have the sun following that as well, Leo energy. So we have all three fire signs smack bang in the middle of the spread. Aries, Sag, Leo. Yeah, huge transformative energy. But again, you are in the driving seat. It's a case of the energy's present, the potential is there. Are you going to take initiative? That's what you need to do. Because while the energy is present, nothing's going to happen if neither of you, you know, initiate. And I feel like you're being encouraged to do so at this time, Leo. I said Leo because I'm looking at the sun, but Leo, Aries, and Sag, right? Because it's time. You know, you both want to heal this. You want to heal yourself. You want to expand. You want clarity. You want truth. You want everything to be out in the open. So I feel like there is a very, very powerful conversation coming up. Let's see what we got here with the Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, Gemini energy again, and the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. That screams of someone putting the work into a relationship, putting the work into a partnership of sorts. I mean, with the Lovers, it would scream a relationship, but it doesn't have to be, right? Like I said, this could even be about family. This could be about work, friendship. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this is about a very powerful potential relationship. But a decision, again, needs to be made. Take action. Do you want this? Do you not want this? Because if you're willing to put the work in, and you're willing to be upfront about what it is that you want, and that you clearly do want a serious commitment here, I feel like you're going to have it. I really do feel that. Okay, so this is very powerful. It looks like for some of you as well, you could be coming into union with a soulmate, someone that you could potentially have children with, okay? So just be aware of that. All right, and what about the Two of Swords? All right, well, we have Seven of Cups. I haven't got a lot of room here. I might have to move things over a little bit. Okay, we've got a few more cards than I was expecting, so you know, make do with the room we have. Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles. All right, here we go. Five of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This Sagittarius energy again, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Two of Wands though. So I honestly do feel like this love situation or partnership or whatever it is that's going on here is highlighting what's taking place within you as well. Like, this is literally the external manifestation of exactly what's taking place internally. How you went from having all of this deep confusion and self-loathing and almost like a repulsion to the connection, running in the opposite direction, and there being a lot of sadness, confusion, disappointment, to it completely transforming, right? And I feel like, again, it highlights what was happening within you, how you were lost, confused, you know, kind of self-loathing, not really feeling at your best, and now starting to really shed that old skin, embrace the new you, love who you are, accept who you are, and becoming a higher vibrational version of yourself. And I see that here as well, you know, with this decision that you've been avoiding. It's because you know that there are possibilities. There is not only one person that you could be, you know, connecting with, is what I want to say. I feel like for you guys, fire signs, you're very, I'm going to be honest, you're very attractive, I feel, right? I can't see you. I have no idea what you look like, but I'm pretty sure you're very attractive, even if you don't think so. Other people are attracted to you, either because of your features, because of your energy, because of your personality. There's just something about your vibe that draws people in. And I think that's what kind of confuses you sometimes, because you have options. You're afraid to make the wrong decision. You're afraid to give your energy or too much of your time to a connection or to a particular person and it backfire in your face. You don't want to go through what you experienced in the past, possibly with a connection with someone else. So instead of investing fully in one person, it's like perhaps you've been drip feeding a bit of energy here, there, and everywhere, but you're not wanting to do that anymore. You're not wanting that anymore because you feel like, but if I don't make a decision soon, if I don't invest soon, then I might lose this connection, right? Maybe because of something that the other person communicated, or you're just knowing that intuitively that if you don't take the initiative, this will pass you by. And then you really truly will be in the Five of Cups energy again. So that's not something that I feel you're wanting to risk. But again, choice needs to be made. The choice you've been avoiding, to either keep your options open or to go passionately towards this connection, regardless of whatever the outcome will be. And that's where your courage is going to come in as well, I feel, if you choose that path. But it's entirely up to you, okay? Whether or not you want to invest in this or not. But I feel like with it being so prominent in your reading, I did feel that there was a connection here that was going to come up, but I had no idea it was going to completely dominate the reading. And I think, again, because it just highlights what's happening within you. It's like the more you're willing to give to yourself, to love yourself, to embrace who you are unapologetically, the more you're willing to do that for another. So it makes perfect sense if you ask me. But anyway, fire signs, I hope that you found this reading helpful. Thank you so much for checking it out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the notifications bell so you know when your next set of readings are published. And yeah, it's looking really, really powerful. Like, honestly, if you utilize this energy to your advantage, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked at how different not only you'll feel, how different you'll see yourself, but also how different this connection and your life overall is about to come. So, hoping you have an amazing lunation and solar eclipse, and I will speak to you guys soon. Bye.